Welcome to qnawire.
So to start off, let's draw a force diagram. So we have the rocket astronaut system here. We have a thrust force moving up. So that's the force of the thrust. We have gravity pulling down, mg. And we have a net acceleration up, which has a max value of 4g. Since 4g is the maximum acceleration that can be deemed safe for the astronaut. G in this problem is positive 9.8 meters per second squared. And so the first thing I'm going to do is Newton's second law in the y direction. The sum of the forces in the y direction is equal to mass times acceleration in y direction. Well, the sum of the forces is just F thrust minus mg. That's equal to mass times acceleration in y direction. This means that the thrust force is equal to mass times acceleration in y plus mass times g. And now here's where we plug in our maximum acceleration, being 4g. So we have 4mg plus mg, which is just 5mg. And then plugging in the mass of the rocket and g gives me a thrust force of 1.1025 times 10 to the 8 newtons. Since the mass of the rocket's a given, and so is gravity of Earth. So in part B, we want to figure out the force exerted on the astronaut only. We know the acceleration of the astronaut is 4g. It's the maximum acceleration that can be put on her. Now we have to figure out what the mass of the astronaut is. But we know the weight of the astronaut is just WA. And so the weight divided by g gives us the mass. And so the force on the astronaut is equal to the mass of the astronaut times the acceleration. I should indicate these by capital A's, so let me do that. So the force on the astronaut is equal to the mass of the astronaut times the acceleration of the astronaut. And so I'm just multiplying these two things. The g's will cancel, and I just get 4 times the weight of the astronaut. And that's the answer to part B. Part C is asking for the time it takes for the rocket under this maximum acceleration to reach the speed of sound. And so the acceleration is 4g. Our initial speed is 0. I assume the rocket starts out at rest. And the final speed is 331, which is the speed of sound. To answer this, I'm going to use the kinematic equation. V is equal to v naught plus acceleration times time. I'm just going to solve this for time, where these are my knowns. And when I do that, I get 8.44 seconds, which is the time it takes for the rocket to get to this velocity, the speed of sound. And that's the final